Hi guys, welcome to Wheels World, and today we are looking at not one but two sets of WWE retro figures. Now the first set I've had in my house for ages. It's just been festering, it's just been sat by my table, and I've just not got round to doing it. So the first one I'm gonna show is the Elizabeth, Sensational Sherri, Zeus, and Hulk Hogan set. The second set is the latest one that they made, which is Ultimate Warrior, Harley Race, Virgil, and Bobby Heenan. So, to start things off, we'll open the Hogan set. Obviously, we know that these come up quite easy, so I don't mind doing them on camera. So, first out of the box, we have Zeus, the man with a name of the god. If you are a mark collector, just remember they've got a little bit of a catch on them. I don't know whether that's a new thing or not. I've not opened any of these for ages. So Zeus is out of his box. I'm a little disappointed that they haven't given him his entrance, made an entrance gear for it. And to be honest with you, he actually reminds me of somebody else, rather than Zeus. I can't think of who it is though, but you've got Zeus. He's got his little patch of hair that's in the shape of a Z, however you want to call it. He's got Zeus written on the side of his trousers, and he's got the he's having a dance. He's got a dancing move. That's actually who he reminds me of. He reminds me of the guy out of White Chicks. There's like, and then does all that, and then he ends up getting drugged up, and he ends up whistling on the dance floor, and he's like sort of high as a kite. And he's the only one that's just like, he's just blown a whistle and you. That's what he reminds me of. Oh dear. Oh no. So that's Zeus. Oh god, I've cracked myself up. Next out of the box. The next out of the box is. I'm not supposed to do that. I'm not supposed to do that either. Luckily, she hasn't fell on the floor. So next out of the box is Sensational Sherri. Now, I don't know what. Oh, she's got a punching thing. You don't. Yeah. I'm gonna. So, Sensational Sherri or Queen Sherri, whichever version this is supposed to be. But she's got a punching action. Well, some people would say, yeah. Quite a good figure that is, to be honest. And to be honest with you, with it having a soft, good skirt on, you can actually have her in wrestling gear as well, by the looks of it. You can take the skirt off. But that skirt you could probably use on an Elite or something as well, so you never know. So that's Sensational Sherri. Or Queen Sherri. Next out of the box is Miss Elizabeth. Now, unfortunately, when it comes to elites, she seems to like to warm shelves. Oh wow, everybody was kung fu fighting. Miss Elizabeth's got kung fu hand. Yeah. Ah! It's a shame it didn't go the other way, actually. Oh dear. What? Yeah. Wow. So there is Miss Elizabeth. It's a bit bright in it on that light. But oh no, hang on, it's brought it back into focus a little bit now. So yes, again she's got an a soft goods skirt on, but obviously that would look more like a mini skirt on an Elite and everything. So yeah, it's actually quite a good retro, to be honest, of Miss Elizabeth. And last but not least, and it just had to be the last one that came out of the box, didn't it? Mr. Hulkamania himself. Let me tell you something, brother. So, am I right by saying that he is the first of the Hasbro's, the first of the retro figures to have actually had a championship belt come with them? I can't remember whether he was the first or whether there was actually one before it, but I actually quite like that. I really, really do like that. And to be fair, I think I would prefer the Elite belts to actually look like that. Obviously with more detail for the Elites, but that is the winged eagle that you get with the Hulk Hogan. It doesn't seem to be focusing on it very well. The only thing I would have a bit of an issue with that is the eagle's head looks more like a turkey. It really does. When you look at it, it just looks like a turkey. It looks like it's got the speckles in the neck like a turkey has. Gobble, gobble, gobble. So, yeah, Hulk Hogan in blue. In blue. Oh, I've never actually seen him in anything other than yellow and red or the NWO stuff. I know that he used to fight in white, but blue. I think this is more based on the actual film, though, No Holds Barred. But still, it's strange to see Hulk Hogan in something other than yellow and red or black and whatnot. He's got the annoying leg action where it doesn't like to lock in very well. It's actually locked in this time, but I hate that action. I really do hate it. So that is the first of the retro series that I'm opening. Now on to the second one, which I thought I'd actually already opened and had a look, and it turns out I haven't. It's still actually got the sellotape on it. Ooh. So, with that said, we are in the box, and first out is Virgil. Here's Virgil in his box, packaging, whatever you want to say. I'm trying to be careful with this because you get little accessories of money with the Virgil, and I don't want them to fall on the floor. So, 2 bundles of cash. Oh, look at that. 2 lots. And then we get Virgil in there as well. Now, again, this is not the best. If face scans, he actually looks a bit like Mr. Hughes without the hair. But obviously we know who it is by looking at the outfit and everything. But he's got a bit of a Mr. Hughes look. He's got the action where you just pull the arms up and they drop down. The gorilla presses it. More you look at it, yeah, it does look like Virgil, but yeah, they could have done better. I don't think it's as good as the Elite one that they brought out. Next out of the box, we have Bobby the Brain Heenan. Now, I am going to complain about this one a little bit, a slight little bit. This one you get a microphone. You get the old school microphone with them. But the actual figure of Bobby Heenan itself, it isn't great. He's got like the gorilla press action, but obviously he's got different shaped arms and whatnot. To me, it's quite tacky, to be fair. I think Epic Toys actually did a better job of a Bobby Heenan retro figure, because they did one in his red glittery top, and is it in plain black? I have got them, but they're in a box the other side of the room, and I can't bother going looking for them. But yes, there's Bobby Heenan. Like I say, it's not the best of figures, but it'll do. So, Bobby Heenan. Who have we got next coming out of the box? Oh, it's the Ultimate Warrior. And it seems he is the second person to come with a belt for the retro figures. Again, I really do like the retro versions of these belts. However, they've actually changed it on this one, because that one's obviously that's right, obviously. But this time, unlike the other one, they haven't used the Hasbro style fastening. They've used the actual Elite fastening on that. So yeah, it's really nice actually. I really like that belt. I would actually prefer. I think I would prefer Mattel to actually make the belts like that, even for the Elites, because to me they stick out a bit too much on the Elites, and they look big and bulky. But with that, they go quite flat, and you wouldn't have all that odd angling and everything from the plates and stuff. So yes, Ultimate Warrior with the Intercontinental Championship. It's a good figure. This would be in a retro category. He had 3 Hasbros. Then he had another retro, and then he had a retro, and then he had this one. So this would make it the 5th, should I say, 5th Ultimate Warrior in a retro style kind of figure. So this one is a clothesline action, which is actually quite different to most of the warriors that we've seen. We've had a jumper warrior. We've had 2 gorilla press Ultimate Warriors, and we had the one where you push them down and the arms go different ways from Hasbro. Now we've got a clothesline, which for me that works, because he did use a clothesline quite often. So last one out of the box is obviously Harley Race. According to this, it's the King Spin. This which, if I am right by saying, it looks a bit like the action that Texas Tornado used to have in the Hasbros. I don't think it spins round as far. I could be wrong, but oh yeah, he does. He's got the same action as Texas Tornado did in the Hasbros. Again, I can forgive them with the retros, because the crown is actually moulded on. I can forgive them with the retros for the simple fact that Hasbro's used to have everything moulded on them, kind of thing, with hats and stuff. The robe is actually soft goods, so that's actually really, really cool to have. Excuse me. So yes, that's Harley Race of the retro figures. So that is it. We've gone through 2 lots of retro figures. I would say for the Sherri Hogan set, I would say 7 out of 10. And for the ones with the Ultimate Warrior set, I would actually go probably 8, maybe 9 out of 10. Because they're not perfect, but they are still better than some of them we've seen. So, until next time, I'm out of here.